It's eating the grass that's here. It's in this environment. It's not adapted. It hasn't adapted. Now it might, but it may take it a year. It may take it 2 years. But it's not adapted yet, or it wouldn't look like that. That calf, and you breed it back to a sire here. That calf is going to be even more adapted than the one that's sucking. So each generation just gets more adapted. That's why it's pretty important, to get animals fairly close to you if you can. The most vulnerable time of a plant in its whole life is when it's been grazed off, it's trying to regrow, and a darn cow's tongue comes out and rips it off again. You just cost yourself about 2 to 3 weeks of recovery. That's how long it's going to take for that plant to come back. So remember that. They're trying to put back the tip, and you let the cow rip it off again. But we're finding out when we move cows frequently enough, they don't go back. Now they might go back over and get them a little bit of shade, or maybe my water point's over there, they'll go back and get them a drink, but they're going to go back on the new. And the reason they go back to the new, it hasn't been fouled. It's fresh. Smells good. Lots of diversity out there, lots of energy. Okay, I haven't talked about this. I think it's extremely important, especially for those of y'all trying to finish bees. If we look at a cow's gut, we can't climb inside the rumen tank and see what's down in there. But I can tell you this, there's a certain set of bugs, microbes in that gut, the rumen, that do real well on just plant tips. Just the tips. And they can digest those tips really quickly because it's very palatable, very high quality forage. And so the cow sits down to chew her cud, she digests that really quickly. She's back up eating again. What is she doing? She's putting weight on. She's making you money. Her calf is growing. Okay, now we force the cow to go back into the middle part of the plant. Okay, now he's going to graze the middle part of the plant down. That's a different set of microbes. That's a different set of bugs. Those guys are going to have a harder time digesting that. So, let's just say we're on a 2-day move. We're moving them every 2 days. Here's what happens. Day 1. Well, let me get a good piece of grass. Day 1, they take the tip off. Okay? They digest that really well. We didn't move them. So the next day, the cows are exposed to that. Well, Greg, you didn't move us, so we're going to take that. So they come and they take the middle part of the plant. And so their animal health all summer long is doing this. Skyrocket, falls down. Skyrocket, falls down. It's always up and down the whole summer. Where if you're moving them every day, it's like this, it just skyrockets every day. Because they're eating just plant tips. One set of microbes. The rumen doesn't have to readjust. Y'all following that?
Yeah.
Okay. If you go 3 days, it's even worse. Well, now the middle part of the plant's gone, and now they're going down into the high protein, more cellulosic. It's harder for those cows to digest that. And so you got high quality, medium quality, poor quality. And that's the way the bugs are in the gut. They're doing that all summer long.
You're saying there's higher protein in the lower
yes.
levels of it?
The plant always has higher protein closer to the ground than it does in the tips.
What if you increase the paddock size?
Increase the paddock size, you take care of it. But you'll get around too quick if you're not careful.
What happens to their patty as that happens? Yeah.
The patties get perfect. Oh, you mean as the protein increases?
Yeah.
You get runny.
As they go back and start pulling up the stumps, and how does the patty?
Very runny.
Very runny.
It's about that tall. It'll look like a sheet cake. And it stinks. It stinks. It's got excess ammonia in it.
Okay.
You won't find very many dung beetles in it either.
So when it piles up, that means you've got more tips.
When it piles up too much, that means you got too much cellulose and lignin in it. They can't digest it. It's that perfect cow pat. I haven't found one yet.